that. Good afternoon. My name is Isaac Randall, and as the other Isaac pointed out, I'm the handsome one and he is the cool one. People get that mixed up all the time. We don't understand it. It's pretty self-evident to us. It is my honor to be able to come before you today on behalf of the graduating senior class to thank our teachers and parents for all that they have done in shaping us intellectually and spiritually over the past 4 years. Without our teachers, none of us would be the people that we are today. Without our parents, it is safe to say none of us would be alive to begin with, let alone to graduate, so I guess that counts for something. One of the most remarkable things about Santa Fe is the personality and dedication of our teachers. They have displayed more passion for their subjects and more patience with their students than we would have thought possible. In their brilliance, they have reminded us that, contrary to what our grandparents would have us believe, we are not the smartest people on earth. In their diligence, they have taught us that sometimes the greatest heroes in our lives are also the most humble. They have taught us the mechanics of the universe, the patterns of language, and that brilliant, grown people studying imaginary numbers is a real thing that actually happens. They are servant leaders whose works go unpraised, and we as a class can only hope to express our thankfulness to them. Before coming to Santa Fe, I went to a public school in New Jersey, where even in a secular environment, students could freely admit that there was a hell, and it was called middle school. I like to think this was due in part to actual demons floating through the halls and locker rooms and tormenting our poor innocent souls. But the fact is, it was the lack of personal connection with our teachers that contributed to the lonesome nature of that already hormone-infested nightmare we call adolescence. The environment of Santa Fe Christian is different. The teachers among us today have led lives of persistent sacrifice, taking care to match the needs of every student. They have stayed after class, hand-marked our essays, organized clubs, taken on coaching jobs, and occasionally forced innocent students to run cross-country for a second year when they were clearly just fantastic having done it for one. I won't name names, Mr. Gray, but that would be rude, Mr. Gray, so I won't, Mr. Gray. I would like to take a moment to briefly thank the teachers here who have had to put up with me at some point during the past 4 years. Mr. Jelnik for celebrating every correct answer with the word boom. Mr. Litz for teaching me how to rap biblically. Mr. Satterfield for blessing our class with a unique combination of puns and anti-war literature. Mr. Andreu for teaching us the beauty of God through math and for his wonderful accent. Mr. Jones for teaching me that a dynasty is not just a football thing I pretend to know about. Mr. Salyer for that beautiful act of making an entire class dedicated to watching movies. Profe Hargrave por ayudarme con mi español, gracias, gracias, gracias. Mr. Garcia for making veganism and garbage can cuisine classy. Profe Nava a enseñarme lo que significa el subjuntivo. Mrs. Buell for teaching me the power of the word juxtaposition. Mr. Gray for reminding guys that it's okay to wear pink sometimes. Mr. Egan for reminding our class that our taste in music is just really awful. Mrs. Fleming for giving me the confidence to sing in other places besides my shower. Mr. Matheson for finally giving me a reason why I shouldn't put my finger in an electrical socket. Mrs. Hoffmeyer for reminding me why I wanted to be a writer in the first place. Mr. Maxon for giving me the tools to understand the calculus reference in the movie Mean Girls. Ms. Rudy for helping us to escape soul-crushing debt during senior business week. Mr. Lyons for praying for us and for understanding just how important food is to us. Ms. Wolf for supporting me and giving me the confidence to give speeches like this at all. And Madame Catania for making me question literally everything, including the existence of all of you, which is also why I have the confidence to be up here today. I would also like to extend a thank you to Mrs. Odin for putting up with me on 2 mission trips to Russia, and to Mr. Hannon for keeping our school dances safe and tasteful, and for keeping us all in. That's our class verse. And to the parents here today, Besides bringing us into the world by some mysterious and ineffable process that for some reason took you upwards of 12 years to explain, you have been a great influence on our lives in more ways than we can hope to say. You've dedicated the past 18 years to teaching us what it means to love another person, and you've taught it by example. In everything you've done, you have exemplified the very selfless, all-encompassing love that Christ displayed for us. You have been there always and raised us up to greater heights than we could have ever reached on our own. You have supported us when we needed support, disciplined us when we needed correction, and woke us up when our alarm clocks have refused to do their one job. We would like to thank you for your love and for your compassion, and for teaching us what it means to be a human being seeking after God, or to put it in more familiar terms, whatever. So, for all of our teachers and parents here today, we would like to extend our deepest thanks, knowing full well that our words will never be enough to fully express it. But we can take all that you have given us and be nourished by it, and one day pass it on to those around us. So for educating our minds and our hearts, the senior class of 2014 would like to say thank you.